So today I'm going to be doing a compression test on my Miata. This is the 1.8. So yeah, I'm just going to run you through the steps on how to do a compression test on yours, and it should be pretty easy. And let's get into it. All right, so first thing you're going to do is start up the car, warm it up, and then you're going to make sure you have it on a battery tender or some kind of charger so that the battery doesn't die when you're doing the compression test. All right, now that you've warmed up the car, what you're going to want to do is find the fuse box. And you're going to look for the fuel injector fuse. This will cut off power to any fuel. Remove that so you don't have any fuel going into the cylinders when you're performing the test. And then you also want to remove the cast right here. So just pop that off. All right, next what you're going to want to do is take out all the spark plug wires. All right, next you're going to take out all 4 spark plugs. Number 1, 2,
Hi. Hi everyone. Hi.
3, and 4. All right, so these are my plugs that I just pulled out of the car. As you can see, they are super fouled up. The car's running really rich, and I definitely need a tune, but yeah, that's probably what's causing the fouling. Some of them, cylinder 2 and 3, have a bit of oil buildup, but gonna be changing out the valve cover gasket again, so hopefully it won't leak anymore. This one had a little bit of oil. This one was clean, cylinder 4, so yeah, that's the condition of my plugs currently. All right, now you're gonna take your compression tester, you're gonna thread it into cylinder 1, and then you're gonna go into the car and give it a few cranks, and that should give you the readings for your compression. So one thing when you're doing a compression test, make sure you have your foot all the way down on the gas. Alright, here are the results from my compression test. Miata service manual states a range between 182 and 128 psi with a max difference of 28 psi. My results came back with a min of 180 psi and a max of 210 and a difference of 30 psi. High compression in the cylinder usually means there is liquid oil and or high carbon deposits in the combustion chamber, displacing room for air. The air gets more compressed because the combustion chamber is essentially smaller and the pressure reads high. Alright, here's another scenario where one cylinder is reading lower than the others. This could indicate that you have worn rings, valves are not sealing properly, or you can have head gasket damage. This could also cause a misfire coming from the affected cylinder. Alright, here's another scenario that you might encounter. Low compression between 2 cylinders. This could indicate that you have a blown head gasket between the 2 cylinders. When you're doing the test, any pressure built up could be escaping between the head gasket to the cylinder that doesn't have the compression tester on it. This could also mean that you have damaged rings or valves on both of the cylinders. If your results come back low, perform a wet compression test. all you have to do is just drop some oil into the cylinder, perform the test again, and if the results come back higher, this can mean that you have worn rings, and if the results do not come back higher, it could mean that you have a worn head gasket or leaking valves. At that point, you'd probably want to perform a leak down test. As you can see from the compression test results, they're very high, and I think the main thing that could be causing it is this car runs very rich for a long time. I think there might be carbon buildup in the cylinders, which could be causing the very high results. So I'm going to be pulling the motor. There's lots of other stuff I got to do, but yeah, that was a compression test on my Miata. You could do the same thing, and it's pretty easy. So yeah, check the health of your motor. Doesn't take too long, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.